Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Royce Freeman, the first carry for the rookie. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen in that play.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Keenum. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dominic Easley with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Keenum. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. He's going to field this at the 4. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Gurley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Goff on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this will be caught at the 30. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
His throw incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Keenum. He gets it to Thomas. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Keenum. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, yo, it's yo, it's yo.
On second down, here's Keenum. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
22.
Out of the gun, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
They were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
17.
Now Goff on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Right side complete. That's Woods. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33.
Starting left here. Hard ball. Four down. Hard ball. Starting left here.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
11.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Louis.
Here's Goff now on second down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Like 20. 17. 17.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left, looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thomas, the intended target. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They come out here in the eye. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. Now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shane Ray in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun. Gone. Able to get away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Hey, 52.
So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the team. Working from the gun, Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Keenum. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Up out of it.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
We go. Value three.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Here we go on 4th with Keenum. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Al, look out.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
We got 4. 76.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. Goff now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And that is incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now Jones. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brendan Langley picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Darian Stewart there to bring him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here we go, here we go. Alert, alert. Three down.
Again they run with Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Jam.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Keenum. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Keenum to throw. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. Space to run past the 20. And running with power here. That one 28 yards on the ground. Well, early on, we talked about the key being keeping him under 100 yards. Forget that. He's over that mark now.
And that rushing total for him has correlated into a big win for his team.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the one. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and goal, Gurley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bron unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Keenum now to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Keenum. And now here's another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Goff going to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Gone. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now Jones. And coming out now, the Broncos. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Dominique Easley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Keenum to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And Ndamukong Suh, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for...